Hey there, I'm Brittany Smith, and welcome to Filmmaker Symposium. So as Christian filmmakers, we often give ourselves a pass for poor quality filmmaking in favor of the message that we're trying to speak. Now, today I'm going to explain why we as Christians cannot settle for poor quality filmmaking, not because we're trying to get the approval of the world, but because Scripture necessitates it. So in 1 Corinthians 10:31, Paul commands us to glorify God in everything that we do, whether it be eating or drinking. So when I think about eating or drinking, I think of a minuscule task. Like, it's not very important. I wake up, I eat breakfast, and then 4 to 5 hours later, I'm eating lunch, and then 4 to 5 hours later, I'm eating dinner. It can tend to be somewhat of a rote thing that we do every single day. But Paul is telling us that even those little things we're supposed to glorify God in. So you might be thinking, oh, okay, yeah, so we're supposed to make excellent films because we're supposed to glorify God in every way. And yes, I would agree with that. But I want to go a little bit deeper than that. So the word glory, when you do a word study throughout all of Scripture, in both the Greek and the Hebrew, there's multiple words for glory, but there tends to be an aspect of beauty in these words. So for instance, in Psalm 96:6, it says, "Strength and beauty are in his sanctuary." That word beauty is actually interchangeable with one of the Hebrew words for glory. So there is a sense in which glory has the concept of beauty within it. And the reason why is because God is beautiful. And not only is he beautiful, but he is the definition of beauty. He is the source of beauty. So as all these philosophers over thousands of years have argued about what is beauty and what do we consider beautiful, well, we Christians have the answer. God is beautiful. He is the most beautiful thing that you can ever behold, and he is the very definition and source of beauty. So if we are supposed to do all things unto the glory of God, it's not too far-fetched to say that we are to do all things to exalt the beauty and splendor of the Lord and to reflect it. So that is one major reason why we as filmmakers must do excellent work, because we are actually reflecting the beauty of God as image bearers of God. So in Genesis, it says that we are made in the image of God. And that means that we are image bearers of who he is and his character. So if we are going to best reflect the image of God, we are going to reflect his true character. One of the things that defines God is the fact that he is creator. And not only is he creator, but he creates everything with excellence and with beauty. In Genesis, it says that he created something on a certain day, and it said that it is good. So everything he made was not just like stick figures and triangle trees and square animals. He created everything with detail and with excellence. So when we create things, when we create a film, we should be reflecting the same character of God by making sure that everything about our film is reflecting detail, excellence, beauty. It should be reflecting his character, because by reflecting his character, we're actually demonstrating to the world who God is. And one thing that I love is the example of Bach. So Bach created a lot of sacred music, but he also created a lot of secular music. But on both types of music, he would always put Soli Deo Gloria, to the glory of God, to God alone be the glory, on every single piece, whether it was secular or sacred. And with the secular music, he knew that it was still glorifying to the Lord, even though he didn't have explicit references to the Lord through maybe vocals or choral. But he knew that his music was a reflection of God's character. When you talk to people from academia, especially in the music world, they see Bach as being the father of Western music. And not only do they see Bach as being the father of Western music, but they know very distinctively that he came from a Christian worldview, and that the reason why he created the music he did was because of his worldview. People understand that, even atheists and non-Christians. So when we create beautiful things, it doesn't have to have Jesus Christ as Lord on it. If we create something beautiful that reflects us as being image bearers of a magnificent creator, we are saying something about the creator, whether or not we are saying it with words. Which is why filmmakers, especially Christian filmmakers, must pursue excellence, because we are directly reflecting the God we serve. And if we reflect the God we serve as being poor quality and subpar, we will have to give an answer for that. So as filmmakers, we should be striving for excellence and beauty. So, does the quality of our cinematography, lighting, audio, and music even matter? Absolutely. The answer is a resounding yes, because the way that we approach our work is actually a direct reflection of how God approaches his work, because we are reflecting his character. If we reflect that badly, then we are doing a poor job of being a testimony to the rest of the world. Now, a lot of people will say, well, it's just the message of the movie that matters, but the rest of it, it's okay. It's all where your heart's at. Well, I would say actions speak louder than words. So if we are giving a truthful message to an audience, but we are doing it in a way that is low quality and we're reflecting badly on the character of God, then we're really portraying a conflicting message to the world. So we're saying, here's the truth, but, the character of our God, he really doesn't care about quality and he doesn't care about excellence. We're really setting a bad testimony to the rest of the world. So it is super important that our filmmaking is excellent and beautiful and good quality, along with a really good message. So even though we are supposed to produce high quality films as Christians, this does not mean that it is easy to produce really good quality films. It is very difficult. Even in my own experience with experimenting in filmmaking, it's very, very hard. There's a lot of little details to pay attention to, and it takes a lot of time, study, research, training, and experience to finally get to that point where you're producing something quality. So I'm by no means saying that this is easy and that we just need to get our act together and start creating good films. No, it's actually a long journey that requires patience and humility. Patience because we're not going to get there as quickly as we want to. And humility because there are going to be times when people criticize our work and they say it's kind of cheesy, and we need to be able to absorb that criticism with humility and make sure that we are willing to learn and to improve, because ultimately we're here to please God, not ourselves. If we respond to criticism with arrogance, then who are we really serving? Is it the Lord or is it ourselves? So I certainly have not arrived at filmmaking myself, but because of my love for the Lord and his beauty and his glory and majesty and splendor, I want to make sure that I'm producing something that reflects just a tiny bit of that. I certainly can't reflect his glory entirely. I haven't even seen his full glory, and I won't until I die. But I want the world to have a little taste of just the beauty and glory of the God of this universe. And that's what I hope for this YouTube channel. I really hope that other Christian filmmakers feel encouraged and inspired to create things that are beautiful and excellent. So what are some things that you think the Christian film industry really needs help with? If you let me know in the comments, I might do a video on it, so be sure to let me know down there, and I'd just love to have some conversation down there too. So thanks for watching, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time on Filmmakers and Posers.